Hello learners. Today's our lecture is on total quality management, that is TQM. It is for the working supervisors, engineers and managers. Presented by myself, Dr. N. Venkateshwarlu, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering, School of Engineering and Technology, New Delhi. Hello learners, total quality management for industry working supervisors, engineers and managers. It is very much useful for them and the presented by Dr. N. Venkateshwarlu, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering, School of Engineering and Technology, IGNOU, New Delhi. Introduction. In the business environment, the opportunities are continuously affected due to increased competition in the industry. Competition begins with quality, quality of products, quality of service, quality in delivery of goods. So, the quality is a very important for become a competitor to the other companies. Competition is growing like anything because the competitors are competing with bringing new products, new features, in variety of features in their products. They have to come up with a good features and which should be satisfied by the customers. Then only they can be in the competitive markets. So that is the importance of competition. Quality plays vital role in satisfying the customers. Customers will be delighted by producing the goods according to their needs with required quality. Competitiveness will be increased by developing new products with required quality in lesser time. First of all, we should understand what is total quality management. TQM refers to the total involvement of staff in an organization together in bringing about quality satisfaction by promoting a participative culture. TQM involves all the managers and employees in decision making process and performing a job to solving the problems. TQM invokes the leaders of an organization to create a vision and establish a mission. The vision is the hope of a better tomorrow and even best in the class tomorrow. TQM gives a sense of ownership to all the employees, this empowering them to make decisions. This motivates the morale of the people in customer chain and in effect beats teamwork too. TQM has gained the importance in recent times and it has been recognized as a research area as compared with other disciplines. It is observed that the TQM benefits are many for industrial and business. TQM means a customer endeavor, constant endeavor to fulfill and preferably exceed the customer needs and expectations at the lowest cost with expected quality levels. TQM is a system that comprises a set of integrated philosophies, quality tools and processes used to accomplish business objectives by creating delighted customers. So here what TQM says that in the TQM environment, one has to think that the quality material has to be produced according to the customer needs, customer wants, actually customer what actually want at that particular time. So in that way one has to think and produce the product starting from the raw material receiving stage to from the manufacturing processes, various manufacturing processes to the end user. So end or consumer, you can say that. So the total processes should be, the quality should be maintained in the total process, total manufacturing supply chain. Then only one can able to satisfy the end user or consumer, you can satisfy them. So, what quality methods one has to implement, what the quality tools one has to practice in the manufacturing process, or one can see that the suppose the main process at the materials receiving from the suppliers. Suppose a supplier is supplying, so many suppliers are supplying the same product. So, how to maintain the same quality from the all the suppliers. So, for that we need to identify the good suppliers and train them on the our methods and our what actually what quality we required, the manufacturers required, so that accordingly they can supply those raw materials. So, there we can, in that way we can maintain the quality at the incoming material stage. Like that in the manufacturing process. In the manufacturing process there are various stages. You can see that suppose if it is a you can say that if it is a watch manufacturing company. So, in the watch manufacturing company there are various stages of manufacturing. In that various shops are there. So, in that is a press shop where the blanking and piercing operation is carried out. From there it goes to, that product goes to then machine shop where the turning operation, drilling operation, cutting operations will be taken place, and from there it goes to polishing. So, the polishing shop it will be piercing and polishing operations will be carried out, and from then it goes to the assembly or case assembly, you can say that. Then in the same time if it is a gold or brass material, it has to be gold plated and it will go to the gold plating shop, and then it comes to the assembly. So, like that various processes are there. In the manufacturing process itself there are internal customers. So, like that, so the process to process one will become a supplier to the other and other will become a customer to the prior one. So, like that each one has to know about what the quality I have to produce so that it can be accepted by the its customer counterpart. So, like that one has to think and one has to involve totally. So, then only we can able to produce a good quality of material. So, finally we have to satisfy the end users or consumers. So, consumers wants which are to be assessed or which are to be taken by the marketing people. Marketing people will collect the feedback from the consumers, so that then only they can able to find out the actual customer requirements. Then they will analyze and they will give the information to the manufacturing people and design people, so that accordingly one can produce the product. So, then only we can able to satisfy the end users. Then principles of objectives of TQM. TQM employs a common sense for measuring and analyzing a given process in order to find a better way of doing work. It brings people together for discussion and exchange of ideas. It helps in developing a alert, open-minded, questioning attitude on the part of all employees. So, TQM it involves all the people. It's a teamwork. So, it will think that once a demand comes from the customer, then all the people will be involved to understand their requirements, understand their processes, and then they can make the idea, they can exchange the ideas between them, and they can go for production, design and production. So, then only they can able to produce a customer required product. These are the simple some principal objectives of TQM. Then to monitor performance and customer satisfaction levels to deliver improved products and services at the lowest cost, to assess and agree to the customer's requirement, to tailor output to the customer demand. So, here what you can see that the product what we are producing, it should satisfy the customer level and it should satisfy with the lowest cost. We must produce the product comparative with the competitors. It should have the lowest cost. Then only we can satisfy the customers. And then comes to the customer requirements. So it may be demand, it may be the future. So accordingly we have to tailor our production. So suppose if we have the demand for a particular product, it is 500, so that we have to produce that 500 only instead of producing other product. Then so what actually customer is wanting at particular time, so accordingly we have to tailor our processes, we have to change our plan accordingly, then only we can able to satisfy the customers. Then some other salient features of TQM: continuous improvement and innovation. So this is one important aspect. So we have to improve continuously. It's a process, it is a method, it is a product. With continuous innovation, we have to improve innovations in the product. For example, you can see that in the innovation nowadays, during this COVID-19, during this lockdown period, so most of the schools, colleges and even universities has been closed, and how to reach our students, how we can teach our students. So that is the innovation. So where the IT companies came up with a good packages like the Zoom meeting, then Google Meet, and another what you can say is that Microsoft Teams and webex.com. There are so many companies, IT companies are coming up with a new tools, innovative tools, so that they can reach to the customers, they can satisfy the customers. Here we are utilizing the Zoom and Google Meet mostly because the competition is between their companies. So which one is giving less cost? So like that, wherever the innovation, some are coming up with innovations, some are coming up with low cost, so that we can utilize those techniques. So that is continuous improvement and innovation is very much important part of a TQM. Then application of quality methods. So what quality method we have to utilize in which process, that one has to know that. So then only one can able to utilize properly in that particular quality improvement process. Then improving customer satisfaction level. Here the customer, how to improve the customer satisfaction level, that one has to think. Here the marketing people have to get the feedback continuously from the consumers, from their old customers. So they will get the feedback and they analyze and they can give that analysis to the design people or manufacturing people, so that accordingly they will produce and they will improve the customer satisfaction level. Then comes to top management responsibilities. So how here the top management plays vital role, their support, their responsibilities to enhance the quality of goods, or innovation in the products or technology used in the manufacturing process, or the top management has to continuously support the employees. Suppose you can say that the training, what training is required according to the present scenario, present change in the market, present requirement. They have the top management have the vision, so that they can understand where our processes has to be improved, where our decision has to be taken to implement new technology, new methods, so that we will become in a competitor to the other companies. So like that, the top management responsibilities plays vital role in improving the quality performance, company performance, marketing performance. So this is one salient feature of a TQM. Then comes to certification of ISO 9000, 2001 or 2015. So the ISO 9000 certification is nothing but, so nowadays what happens, suppose we are going to buy something, or suppose a company, manufacturing company, it may be a mobile manufacturing company, it may be a watch manufacturing company, it may be a automobile manufacturing company, motorcycle, car, whatever it may be. So they need raw materials. So they have to go for bidding for the suppliers. So bidding for some parts, some raw materials, some spare parts, so that they go for bidding. So before, in the bidding itself, they say that we need only the ISO 9000 certified companies to participate in this bidding process. Why? Because it is ISO 9000 system is having a various quality procedures, quality methods. So, they will follow once they have certified, a company is certified with ISO 9000 means they have implemented some quality methods in their production process, quality principles in their manufacturing process, so that they get, the manufacturers feel that the company is already ISO 9000. So, we no need to inspect again the quality of raw materials coming from them. So, that is the belief, or that is we have the certification, give the importance to the certification. Then comes to benchmarking practices. So, suppose a company is performing at a 70% level, A company is performing at 70% level and B company is performing at 80% level. So, they think that this A company, why we are not reaching at 80% level, why we are not performing at 80% level. So, for that they have to think and they have to compare their processes with the highest competitor, the B company. So, they are performing at 80% level. So, that what is the change we have to adopt in our company, what their processes, that one has, this company, A company will think and they compare and they can implement the new technology what the B company is utilizing to improve their performance, improve their quality of products. So, it's the same thing, or sometimes training the employees plays vital important role. So, suppose a company is the B company is having the employees having more knowledge about quality principles, quality tools, so that they can train the A company's employees on those tools, then only they can achieve the 80% level. So, that is the importance of a benchmarking practices. Then comes to supplier training and development. So, supplier training and development, when will the supplier training and development will come? Because here the main process in the manufacturing process, suppliers, manufacturers, then customers. So, the suppliers supplies the raw materials, some goods, some parts to the manufacturers. So, the suppliers are just like, so earlier what happens are the relationship maintenance. What type of relationship we have to maintain with suppliers? The suppliers, because earlier companies what they used to say that the suppliers will supply the goods and they will pay the money to them and they forget about that. But during the manufacturing process, if any problem comes, the suppliers won't respond for this thing. So, again the disputes will occur and so many things will come. So, ultimately the product will, the company's performance will be come down, and even quality may not be produced according to the customer requirements. So, to avoid that, the relationships has to be maintained with the suppliers, with the long term relationships. During these long term relationships, they can help each other. The manufacturers can go to the supplier company and they can train those the supplier employees on their quality methods, quality tools, and actually what the processes are practicing in manufacturers and what the quality level they have to achieve in the suppliers. So, or sometimes financially also they can help the suppliers. The manufacturers are sound, so suppliers are very good, but they don't have the technology, they don't have the methods, quality tools at the suppliers end. So they can, by providing funds to them, they can procure the technology, they can train their employees. So, in that way the relationship should be maintained in long term relationship to win-win situation, to get the win-win situation for the suppliers as well as the manufacturers. So, this is the one importance of a TQM. Then reasons for popularity of TQM. So, the TQM, why the popularity came to the TQM? Guaranteed customer satisfaction and increase, and it increased customer share. So, those companies, those who are implemented TQM, their products are satisfied the most of the customers and their market share has increased. So, that is one reason the TQM got the importance and got the popularity. So then next, cost reduction. Those companies who implements TQM, those main factor is the cost reduction. The quality cost reduction, the raw material problem solving, and so because of various new technologies they have implemented, new tools, quality tools are implemented, so that the cost will be reduced ultimately. So then another one is conducive environment. So how the conducive environment takes place in the manufacturing process, because without conducive environment we can't produce the correct products, or we can't, it's not possible to produce a product if any disputes are taking place between the employees or the union and the management, it will not be possible. So the conducive environment is an important aspect. So how to maintain those conducive environment, there are various factors. So for example, I will give you one example. So here, to maintain the conducive environment and in the manufacturing process, the union members will be involved in the teamwork, or sometimes the union members will be involved in, they will be sent to the other countries or sometimes other companies to understand about their processes, and they will give training on the processes, so that they feel that yes, company is involving us also, they are not what you can say, that their morale will be increased, so that the employees, supervisors, engineers, managers, everybody be involved in a particular process, so that in a decision making process, so that the conducive environment will be created and the quality of materials will be produced. So this is one reason for popularity of TQM. And then TQM is nothing but a new definition to success. So the companies, those who implements the TQM, the success they get. So that is the new definition to the success. The essential elements of TQM, the commitment, scientific knowledge, involvement, the commitment to the quality, commitment to the customer satisfaction, commitment to the technology implement, commitment by the top management to train the people, all the employees in the company. So committed by each employee in the organization will give the ultimate customer satisfaction. Then comes to scientific knowledge. Everybody should have the scientific knowledge about the customer, understanding about the customer satisfaction, understanding about the customer requirements. So that is the scientific knowledge. Then goes to involvement, involving people, involving everybody, employees, supervisors, engineers, managers and top management, involving in improving the quality. So we will keep the target. The quality week we have to achieve this much of quality performance, so that all the people will be involved and they will perform their task accordingly, so that the quality of materials will be improved. Then some valuable tools for quality. These are the cause and effect diagram, flow chart, Pareto chart, run chart, control chart, correlation chart, histogram. These are the various tools which will be utilized in the manufacturing process to reduce the rejection level, rework level, and identify the causes for the various defects, various quality problems. So these are the tools which we can learn in the next lectures. So here then comes to concept of Kaizen in TQM. Kaizen is a Japanese word. It means gradual continuous improvement of small matters in all aspects of working life. Kaizen is that it solves problems by establishing a culture in which everyone can freely admit to problems. It helps towards continuous improvement by contribution of small changes throughout the organization. Total quality control or total quality cost. TQC categorizes quality cost into three major categories: internal failure costs, which are scrap, rework, spoilage, defectives, failure analysis, and 100% sorting of cost, sorting of defective materials. Then external failure costs, appraisal cost, prevention cost. These are the various costs which we have to understand why the rejection level is this much, how to reduce those rejection level. So these are the costs incurred due to various quality problems. Then Kanban and JIT system. Kanban is a communication procedure in the production process aimed at elimination of all waste by just in time. JIT is a discipline organized to improve the quality and productivity through the elimination of all waste, maximizes customer service and minimizes cost. So Kanban is a just-in manufacturing system, or just-in we can say that continuous improvement of processes, so that they can eliminate the defects or eliminate the waste and produce what the actual required by the customer. They don't keep any inventory. So those who implement JIT system, they keep the minimum inventory and the maximum service they provide. Then benefits of Kanban JIT system. Necessary parts are received and delivered promptly only when they are needed, cutting down on waste, storing space and in inventory. Elimination of non-value added activities and waste movement of materials. It helps in changing the plant and machinery layout for better efficiency. So through this Kanban JIT system, the waste movement can be reduced, waste materials, wastage of materials can be reduced, and minimum inventory can be maintained, and better efficiency can be produced. That is the benefit of a JIT Kanban system. Then quality circles. These are informal groups. The members from these groups are people from management and the workforce, as well as suppliers and subcontractors. The main purpose of the quality circles are to solve the problems. The quality circle consists of a maximum 2 members and maximum 10 members, and their supervisors who works as a leader. So in the quality circle, a group of people will be involved to solve various quality problems in the manufacturing processes. The Deming approach to TQM. Deming defines TQM as a culture inherent in which there is a total communication to the quality and an attitude expressed by everybody involvement in the process of continuous improvement of products and services through the use of innovative scientific methods. Deming contributes to TQM are 14 points of quality improvement, 7 deadly sins, and then PDCA cycle. So these are the Deming's research oriented techniques which will enhance the quality and which will improve the quality of products and performance of the company. Deming 14 points to TQM. Create constancy of purpose, adopt a new policy, cease dependence on mass inspection, end the practice of awarding business on the basic price, constantly improve the system of production and service, institute training on the job. Lack of constancy, the 7 deadly sins of Deming are lack of constancy, short-term profits, performance appraisals, job hopping, use of visible figures only, excessive medical costs, excessive cost of liability. These are the 7 deadly sins of TQM. Then Deming PDCA cycle to TQM. So P for plan, this is also known as PDA cycle. P for plan, D for do, C for check, then A for act, plan, do, check, act. So, this is a one tool which is utilized by the Deming to enhance the quality. Juran on TQM. Dr. Juran was one of the first person to incorporate the involvement of people within quality, the idea for which he was best known are top management involvement, emphasis on training process for supervisors and operators, application of Pareto principle, project by project approach to quality improvement. Juran quality triology model. Juran places more responsibilities to middle management and quality professionals. The role of upper managers is restricted to guidance and policy making. Management of quality is done by the use of three managerial processes: quality plan, quality control, quality improvement scheme. So, with this the time is short. So, because of that now I am stopping here. So, in the next class we can learn various other quality tools, quality methods and various quality 7 management quality tools in the next classes. So, the learners, I hope you understand about what is total quality management, what are the features of total quality management, what is actually total quality management, how the total quality management enhances the quality and enhances the customer satisfaction level. So, thank you very much for listening to my lecture. Thank you.